Hi everyone. Today we are filming things I won't be buying in 2025. I got this video idea from Amanda Nakano, I believe her name is, but I thought I would film my own because there sure as heck are things I won't be spending my money on in 2025 and things I just generally never really spend my money on that I thought I would share. And just a disclaimer, this isn't a video on me trying to shame you for how you spend your money. This is just what I won't be spending my money on in 2025, and maybe you guys can gather some ideas. I do feel like it's very applicable to the times. All right, let's get into it. The number one thing I will not be wasting my goddamn money on are shoes that hurt me, because I have done this countless times. My major one, I'd say, are my Doc Marten platform boots. I think that they are so beautiful, and I still do wear them, but I don't gravitate towards them often because I like walking. I like walking a lot. I like walking in the city. I like walking 10,000 steps a day. I like walking 10,000 plus steps a day, and I cannot walk 10,000 steps a day in those platform Doc Martens. They are, first of all, so heavy. Second of all, so uncomfortable. I've had them for, I think, a year and a half now, and I have still not broken them in. And I know it's because, like, I'm not consistently wearing them, but damn, they fucking hurt. That's why I'm not consistently wearing them. And I will never be wasting my money on shoes that hurt my feet that bad. Second are clothes that I just know that I won't wear based on history. So for me personally, that's crop tops, tank tops, dresses, or skirts that make me feel very uncomfortable and make me not want to wear them in public. I just know from my own personal taste, if I buy a crop top, I'm most likely not going to be wearing it, especially if it like comes above my belly button. Nope, I won't be wearing it. I love how it looks on other people. I mean, that's why I initially buy the item, and that's why I do have a lot of crop tops in my closet, but I never gravitate towards them. Next are clothes that I don't need more of, as in I will not be buying multiples of the same thing. I understand the sentiment of if you like something and you know you're gonna wear it in other colors, then you should just buy it in a lot of different colors, but I guess I'm talking about like trench coats. You don't need 2 trench coats, guys. And I know in this age of consumerism, it's so tempting to buy multiples of everything and have this, you know, walk-in closet-esque type vanity, but you don't need that. Or at least I definitely don't need that. Fourth thing are cute keychains and blind boxes. Now, I love my Smeeskies as much as the next person. I mean, you can see them here. I love my blind boxes. Well, actually, these weren't blind boxes. These were actually like mini Lego kits that I got in Hong Kong. I do love them, and that's why I feature them in most of my videos, but I know that they're not necessary. And beyond that, they make a great gift, and oftentimes for my birthday or for Christmas, my friends will get me blind boxes anyway, so I personally won't be buying myself any of them. Maybe I'll buy them for my friends on their birthdays, but as of right now, I definitely don't think I'll be investing in more blind boxes or cute kitschy things. I think in Amanda's video, she said that she wouldn't be buying more stuffed animals, and I think this kind of ties into that. The next thing, this is sort of personal. I will not be buying trinket dishes this year because I have embraced clay and pottery as a new hobby of mine, so I personally think that I'll be making my own. I've actually made a few trinket dishes. Maybe I'll insert a photo here, and I'm giving them to all my friends because it's just a fun hobby of mine. Okay, the next one is pretty obvious, but it's one that I've really learned from recently. I've been traveling more often because I'm in a long distance relationship, and I started a new job where I have to more frequently travel to clients. And one thing that I have learned the past 2 times I've been in an airport is don't buy their food. No. Airport food is such a waste of money. The last 2 times I was at the airport, I needed coffee because I had to stay awake. And I spent $8 on a Dunkin' coffee twice. It's upcharged at an airport, and I most definitely will be drinking coffee beforehand and or buying my own snacks beforehand. Next, this one is just a very obvious no-no, outrageously expensive meals. And I learned this the hard way. I had never really been to an outrageously expensive meal. So I had told my boyfriend that for my birthday, I wanted to go out on like a fancy date, okay? And this was my mistake because I guess in my head I was like, oh, I've never done this. Like, it'll be nice and I get to enjoy like a really high quality meal. It was just like any other meal. Guys, it's just not worth it. I don't know, like maybe omakase is, but at least the food was really good. I just don't think it was worth the price tag. The next one, spending money willy-nilly on gifts for myself. And the only reason I say this, I don't say this because I think that you shouldn't treat yourself, but I just think, I'm reading this book called Hygge, which is the Danish term for like coziness, essentially. It's a really great book, actually. I'm gonna link it down below and like I'll put an image of it here. The author was saying how in Danish culture, it's more common for people to purchase when they've like earned it. So if anything celebratory happens or like a really happy moment occurs in your life, then you should purchase your gift. I feel like a good example of this are fragrances. So when you purchase a fragrance, let's say before a vacation, and then you wear it that whole vacation, then that fragrance forever and always is going to remind you of that trip. I definitely think that this is a cool way to like celebrate certain moments in your life, and that way you always associate that object with that momentous occasion in your life. That's just a habit that I think I want to start incorporating in my own life. Okay, and then the last thing I have are general things that I really have never spent my money on. One are delivery food apps. I don't get delivery food ever. We, get takeout, but then we'll drive to the place and get it. We don't need like delivery fees as an add-on. The next, makeup. So there's kind of exceptions to this rule for me personally. I do like using all my products till I hit pan. Really till they're empty, if I'm gonna be honest. But I will say that, I have bought, let's say, I just bought the Comfy lip stain lip oil, I think. Lip staining lip oil, I think. I don't really know. But that for me was like a worth it investment because I kept being really annoyed that all my lipsticks wouldn't stay on my lips. So I just wanted like a stain that stays for hours, which it does. I'm very happy with that purchase. Or like if you use a product every day, for example, I use the Urban Decay eye primer all the time, and like if I don't use that, then I know my eyeshadow just will be gone by the end of the day. So if it's something like that and it's like essential, quote unquote, to your makeup routine, obviously I know it's not essential, like we don't need to be wearing makeup, but if it makes you happy, then buy it. But personally, I think like blushes, I don't need more blushes. I have so many eyeshadow palettes that I got in like high school that I've never touched, okay? So I'm not gonna buy a new eyeshadow palette because I know I have them. Okay, next are nails. I personally have never really spent money on manicures and pedicures, but I actually really love doing my own nails. These are kind of grown out, but I'll link this nail color down below, by the way, because it's so pretty. I think the process of doing my own nails is actually very meditative because I work at a computer all day, so it's fun for me to like actually do things with my hands. Okay, next thing are books. I think this is something that has been mentioned in a lot of these videos. You can go to the library, you can get it on a couple of pirate websites. I know I used to do that a lot in college. Clearly I have enough books. I don't need to just like be hoarding more. So I love getting books from the library, and make sure you return them on time. Otherwise you're gonna accumulate late fees, and I've had to pay some. They're not fun. And then the last thing I have that I will not be spending my money on in 2025 are trendy wellness products. For me, this like includes the powdered greens that you typically see in YouTube videos, or chlorophyll drops, mushroom coffee. I don't know, all the ads that you see. I just think it's like, I get it. Like, I'm sure there are health benefits. I'm not disputing that. It's just, it's not really necessary. Okay, that was everything I had. We should all be investing wisely and saving wisely and consuming slowly. I think That's sort of the message of this video. I don't want to tell you what to do, and I definitely don't want people telling me what to do, so take all of what I said with a grain of salt, but let me know what you think. Let me know what other ideas that you have. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with, in a nice way. I'd love to hear your feedback. These are just things that I think I won't be spending my money on that much this year. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.